Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment, say hi and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump in. Let's see what Spirit has in store for you all today. As always, I ask Spirit for the most important message to come out to you all today. So let's see what channels through here. Page of Swords. All right, before we speak on it, coupled with the moon. Okay, look. Collective. You've got someone here that is looking to fight with you in some way, looking to compete with you in some way, looking to come out on top while making you cry. They're spying, they're trying to find out information on you. They can't seem to find anything. Everything's shadowed. They can't find anything that would be hardcore proof of you doing something like a misdeed or a misstep. But they're still looking. I don't know why this person wants to do that to you. Oh, well, that's easy. Because you're sitting in your Empress energy. You're nurturing your life. There's growth. There's expansion. There's, I want to say, vibrancy. There is the ability to create and to nurture wishes, hopes, and dreams and bring it into reality. And I want to say very easily birth it into the physical. And whether you're masculine or feminine doesn't matter. Having this type of energy puts you in a position to make enemies, unfortunately, right? You're not trying, but there are those who just get jealous of who you are and what you're about and what you're creating. And they feel like you have an advantage over them in some way, shape, or form, and you become the target. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. You get a lot of offers. I want to say not just love offers, but offers in general, offers to work together, offers to collab, right? And then, of course, there are a lot of passionate offers that come your way when you're sitting in Empress energy. Like I said, masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. It's just the energy itself is conducive to growth and expansion. And a lot are drawn to your energy, good, bad, and in between, right? I feel you create those victories in your life, and I feel like it just makes these people mad. I don't know if there's one. I don't know if there's a few. I don't know if there's many. But I do get the energy of people putting themselves in competition with you, wanting to halt your victories or stop your victories from coming through. They can't, of course. They might be able to slow them down sometimes, but it will never stop your blessings from coming in. We have the Chariot here, and that's how I know it's not going to stop your blessings. When divine wants something to succeed, wants it to move forward, it does. Period, point blank. There's no other way. Spirit's force is the most powerful force, and when you're blessed and you are protected under that energy, which I feel that you are, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's tuned in, tapped in, turned up, right? You're a very powerful force and not easily stopped, right? So let's see. Yeah, you do have soulmates coming in, and I feel like a lot of the situations between you and others could be very sweet, could be very kind, could be very gentle and generous. And I feel like there are those on the outside who get jealous of these types of connections. People come to you. So not only are they passionate about you physically, right? I want to say physical beauty, whether masculine or feminine. And then you've got these sweet, loving, kind-hearted connection on top of that. So it's like the ultimate connections kind of flow in for you. I want to say really powerful friendships and beautiful romantic relationships are on the table for you. And I want to say it's a normal thing. And I feel like for those who are not standing in that light, they don't like to see it, right? Wheel of Fortune. So I want to say luck is on the upswing. Your luck is on the upswing. I want to say even more good is coming towards you. Stand in your power, in your strength. Try not to engage with these lower lying negative energies. they wish to slow you down. They wish to stop you from getting to where you want to be. And for you to stoop down off your throne or outside of your energy would slow you down. So I always do suggest trying not to engage, so disengage with energies that you're giving too much to, that aren't treating you the way you're supposed to be treated, right? Set those healthy boundaries, adhere to them. It's so, so super important to keep you standing in your highest, best energy, right? So they try to get you to step down off the throne. But I feel like, I feel like I hear foolish endeavors, and I do feel like these people are quite foolish instead of focusing on themselves, because you're paying them no mind, right? Look, you're ignoring all that's going on. You're doing your own thing. You're shining over here. You've got things going on in your life that you're trying to nurture and trying to help bloom, right? And you just don't have time for all the extras, especially things that just don't resonate with you. And I feel like this low-lying toxic energy just doesn't resonate. I feel like it's like they're knocking on a door, but you don't live there. Or, you know what I mean? It's like, I just feel like they're really trying, but I hear to no avail, to no avail. So yeah, I feel like that's the thing too. You only create balance in your life, and you like to keep the balance, keep the peace in your world. So you're holding these scales and you're like, if I'm giving to someone and my scales are starting to tip in an awkward manner, you're very aware of it, right? And I feel like you just know who to give to and who not to give to. What type of energy they're handing over. Do these people exhaust you at the end of the day? After you spend time with this person, do you feel off? Do you feel sick to your stomach? Do you feel just absolutely completely, utterly exhausted? If you feel that way, there's something more to that, right? And there's a difference between exhausted in a good way, like, oh, it was so much fun, we did so much, we things like that. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm feeling like anxiety ridden, or kind of off, or you don't understand what it meant, right? That anxiety, that feeling of it in there will tell you a lot more about what this person's energy actually is. I want to say, pay very close attention to the way people make you feel. Yeah, after you spend time with them, after you go out with them, after you have a few drinks, or, I hear loose lips sink ships right off the bat. And I almost want to say that's what they're thinking when it comes to you and the way you move. They're almost trying to, like, I want to say liquor you up, or, you know, to where you spit out how you're doing what you're doing. But I feel like even if you did, they wouldn't be able to copy it. And I've gotten this a million times before. This is that energy of, I could give you the recipe, but you won't create it for yourself. I could hand you all the tools necessary, but you won't do it for yourself, because there's healing involved in that. There's growth involved in that. There's work, right? And they want something easily given to them. They want something they can easily take from you. And they can take the information, but that's all they're going to get is just the information. The way that you've moved forward in your life and gotten to where you are is by grit and putting one foot in front of the other and doing the healing work and stepping into alignment with self, stepping into your authenticity. It's a bunch of different facets that have kind of helped you create who you are to get you in alignment with these opportunities. Now, once this person figures that out, that it's a lot more work than they're willing to put in, you're still going to be the target because you're living what they want, right? They just want it for nothing when you worked to get it, right? So that's the difference here. Yeah. And I feel like they may think you're trying to be selfish, like you're trying to keep that magician's, I want to say, whispered secrets, right? You're trying to keep those secrets for yourself. But I feel like if they were to just ask, you'd say, oh yeah, this is how I did this. Now I had to go through this, this, and this. And then it really helped me kind of find my way from there. And it's like, there's a very genuine heart behind it. And I feel like that's another thing they don't get, because they don't maneuver the way you do. the way that they move is kind of sideways, right? Any healthy, happy person who's standing in alignment with all that they deserve, right? They don't step down to attack others. They just don't do that, right? And when someone is looking to take from you, steal from you, attack you in certain ways, I don't want to say they're already beneath you, but I feel like energetically, yes. That's a low-lying toxic energy, and they're only going to get so far with that type of energy. And I feel like they are not even able to really reach you on your level because they haven't done the work, period. That's and you may seem cold. They may say, oh, you're cold, you're dismissive, but really you just know who belongs in your energy because you've set healthy boundaries and who does not, right? You're looking for a certain type of energy, and if you're not getting that, you know what's healthy for you, right? And you make the cut, right? That's important. It's important to be in this. This Queen of Swords, she's got her hand out, so she's welcoming, but she's also very serious and she's very intelligent. So she's really thinking things through. She's willing to hear you out. But if you're not speaking her language or you're not showing who you truly are, she's going to sense that. She's going to know that, right? She's built from wisdom. So it's like, if you're showing key signs of big red flags, she's going to just let that sword drop and cut that cord, right? And I feel like that's the energy that you're in. And I feel like you don't really need to worry about it. You've got a lot of people who want to come in to communicate with you, who want to become your friend, who want to work with you and expand with you, right? And I feel like there are a lot of different ways you have a lot of communication coming in your life. Now, these are arrows of love and passion. So you could have a lot of really wonderful suitors coming in as well. And I feel like that's just yet another reason for people to be on the attack when it comes to you. Yeah, because you're heading towards what they want, right? They want it for nothing. They don't want to put in the effort, the energy to get there, like the way you did, right? The right way. They want to sneak in, spirit on deck. They want to sneak in and they want to steal it when you're not looking. This emotional fulfillment isn't something someone can steal from you. This is something you create through your own wholeness and happiness on the inside. This person doesn't get it. They just don't get it yet. They will when they realize that they get frustrated because they can't take what belongs to you. It's just not for them, period. It's for you. This growth, this expansion, this nurturing energy that you were sitting in from the beginning of the reading, you're still there. They're not going to rock that energy. This is like minor arcana empress type energy, right? So I do kind of see that here. They're trying to slow you down. They're trying to take from you. If you have connections that come in for you, they might try to weasel in and take your opportunities or take your partners, but they just don't measure up the way you do. And it's not you being mean. It's not, you don't even have to say anything. I feel like people around sense that this person is not where you are, right? So they're not in competition with you. They want to be in competition with you, but they're not, right? And I feel like that's just, it's the truth of the matter. And spirit on deck. This person is, I feel like if you wanted to help this person so they could leave you alone as well, I would be trying to energetically send them help to find their own way, so that way they don't have to tear you down in order to think that's the only way they can shine, right? Maybe sending them some angelic help could help them really kind of start to do the work that they need to do to actually get where you are, right? To do it the right way. It's a lot of work, yes, but it's worth it, right? You know that, standing where you are, it's worth it. There's a lot of muck maybe you have to go through on the inside, a lot of things that have to bubble up to the surface, a lot of healing, right? But it's worth it. Wow, yeah, it's worth it for death and rebirth. Hold on one second. We have two cards that have, let's see if I can grab them here. Flew off of, hold that, Ophiuchus. Okay. All right, we've got Justice in reverse. They may feel that this is very unfair, and we've got the Tower in the upright. It's very unfair that they couldn't cause you pain, and they couldn't rock your foundation and take your place. That's what they feel is unjust. Now, does that sound like a healthy person? Does that sound like someone who's standing tall in their personal power? No, right? Not so much. I feel like you don't have to send this person negative energy. You don't have to. I always talk about how on this channel I don't really love the whole return to sender energy, only because I feel like that is stooping. And when you know better, you should do better. When you realize that someone is coming from a low-lying toxic energetic place, the best thing you can do is protect your energy, one, right? Cut your cords, clear your energy, set up those healthy vibrational boundaries, right? Call spirit in to really protect you against those toxicities. And then kind of transmute the energy that comes your way, or ask spirit to do that for you, right? But to return to sender energy, you know that this person's not in a good place. So that is you understanding that you're in a better place than this person and throwing back muck that they couldn't handle in the first place. So it's like, I don't know, as a healer and a teacher, I feel like we know better and we should do better, right? So that's how we kind of go about it on this channel if you're new here. I don't like that return to sender energy. I just feel like we're so past that. And I feel like a lot of you are so far past that there are better options, because all that's going to do is drag down your energy. And instead of keeping you in your own lane, proceeding to win, you're knocking yourself off your throne by stepping down to fight them on their level, right? I just feel like it's not necessary, right? That's something Spirit had given me quite a while ago as a message, and I feel like it's super important here. Yeah, judgment, calling lovers from the grave. You know, as a side note, I do feel like a lot of this energy and this jealousy has to deal with the fact that you have ample opportunity when it comes to partners. And they're trying to stop you in a lot of different ways. It could be monetarily, it could be in the physical, they could be attacking the way you look or trying to minimize the way that you look, because I feel like when you're in this fantastic energy, you tend to glow and shine from your highest light. And that really does create a beautiful person, right? Glowing from the inside out. Now, I'm not saying all people that are beautiful are in this energy, but I do feel like people who are radiating with good energy tend to show up as their most vibrant self. And I feel like energetically and physically are two totally different things, but when they're both kind of smashed together, you're able to really see that, right? I feel like there's a difference between a beautiful person who has no substance and a beautiful person who is shining with that kind of divine light and alignment that they are, right? There's a difference. I feel like people know that. People can see that, right? But I feel like that's probably part of the problem, is everything that you are and all of the things that you're receiving just kind of bump you up even more on that platform. And that's how you became the target in the first place. You're receiving what they want, only they don't want to put the work in. That's what it comes down to. You may have a brand new opportunity coming in your direction. Why? Because you're standing tall in your personal power. Okay, we're just repeating. So I think I'm going to cut it here as far as the cards go. Spirit's just saying, this is what it is. They keep on reiterating the message because it's so important. You doing what you do, standing tall in your personal power. I want to say creating longevity and abundance in your life by utilizing all of the beautiful facets of yourself to shine in all the right ways, makes you a target. And I want to say that's no reason not to become this best version of yourself. In fact, I want to say, as long as you're protecting yourself and really doing the energetic work to kind of keep up on those healthy boundaries, you'll be fine. And you'll have all of those blessings that are meant to come towards you. It just doesn't come without the duality, right? There's good in the bad and bad in the good, right? So as much as you'll be kind of pulling in those butterflies, your light will also pull in the moths. And Spirit was just saying, look, it's going to happen, but you've got all of the knowledge and wisdom to keep yourself in your own lane and proceeding to win, right? So that's what I've got here today. I hope I was clear. I'm feeling a little sleepy today, so hopefully the message came out clear enough. Some nights I just don't get the proper amount of sleep. Okay, let's see. All right, your initials and their initials and any other messages that may want to channel through. All right, let's see what we've got here. What was that fell? Oh, no, nothing. Okay. Oh, wow. First one I flip over is a blank. Insert initial here. I feel like Spirit does that sometimes very, very quickly when the message is for everyone. Now, listen, you might not find your initials here in these letters. I want to say no worries. If the reading resonated and you felt it, I want to say trust your intuition, because when you know something is for you and you feel it, you don't need the extra confirmation. These are just a little bit of fun and extra confirmation for those who truly, truly need it, right? So if you don't see your, like I said, you don't see your initials, but you felt it, go with what you feel, right? You know, I heard the queen or the king, and the funniest thing is somebody was saying it like, and they were saying it in my mind's eye, I could see them. They were wearing like a jester costume, like a Joker kind of costume. And they were kind of like putting down the king or the queen or saying that you're above the rest. And you know what the funniest thing is? I don't feel like you walk around like that. I don't feel like that's the energy that you're projecting. I do feel like you project an advanced, I've been there, I've done that, I've got a lot of knowledge, I've got a big, beautiful, kind heart, right? And other people will place you where they feel your vibration. So this person may be trying to pull you down, but in their mind, you're above them, right? And that's why they attack the way that they do. So I heard something about Medusa. I don't know if this person feels like a scorned lover. I am kind of getting something like that. Like I said, it did have something to do with your love opportunities. It's the way you show up. It's the way you're so beautiful or you're so handsome and you get all the opportunities. You get all the guys or you get all the girls, right? It's like everything about you really, you can pull them in because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that, right? You've got a lot of different reasons as to why people flock in your direction, right? So I feel like especially when you're standing in your highest energy. And with that Medusa energy that I'm getting here, it's like they're so angry. And I hear spitting mad. I'm seeing a cobra. So it's like I just feel like this person is taking it out on you that they don't feel good enough. Um, You know, sometimes it's easier to point a finger at somebody else when you're not ready to point it at yourself and really do the work. And I feel like that's where this person is. They're blaming you for having the happiness that they want without putting in the effort. And I feel like I'm just reiterating the same message, but sometimes, so forgive me if I am, but when spirit wants it to come out in a certain way, they're going to keep knocking it out there until it's like, till everybody gets it, right? All right, let's see. I hear something about lies, lies, lies. This person may start rumors and lies about you to try and minimize you and make you small. I want to say, don't feed into it. Don't even worry about it. Like, just keep showing up every day who you are. And I want to say your consistency and who you are will shine through and it will prove this person's lies wrong. And who's going to be looking like the fool? It will be this person who is spitting all these things that obviously, because of the way you show up and your consistency and who you are, that it's not true, right? So it's like eventually by you just being you and doing you and showing up the way you're supposed to show up without even having to interact with this person, will one just crush this person, you know, in all the ways that they were trying to crush you. So by you not even investing time and effort and energy into you know, really dealing with this person, you're proving yourself, right? So that's one. Um, what was the other one, Spirit? It was like, it was there, and then, oh yeah, it's like by not stepping down off or out of your energy, you also prove that this person is just spitting, or it's like people are going to realize that this person's just jealous. I feel like it becomes very, very obvious and very apparent because it's just very immature. I feel like the way that they're going towards these things and trying to get people to jump on like this hate wagon, I feel like against you in some way, shape, or form. I just feel like it's so immature and it's so obvious, right? I feel like these people have eyes just like this person does. This person sees you to be above them, and that's why. All right, let's see. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? What do we have here? All right, we've got song signs coming in as a side note. Oh, I love this. Okay, we've got a lot of keys here. We've got 3 keys, and I love the number 3. Could be very, very important to someone. But I feel like 3 is a very lucky number. So we've got the jewel here. We've got the heart key, the filigreed heart key. So it's the key to someone's heart. I feel like there might be quite a few people who are offering you the key to their heart because they see the value in a relationship with you. They see where it could go. They have this vision about how wonderful it could be. I don't feel like they're wrong. They see it very clearly, right? So they're willing to kind of offer you that forever moment. I feel like there may be quite a few people who really want your time, effort, and energy. Key to knowledge here. I always see this. Now this key has 3 little circles at the top. Again, that number 3 is coming through. So 3, 3, 3, or 3, 3, 3 could be really important. Yeah, somebody's trying to create that toxicity when it comes to love. This is a skull with heart eyes. So it's like, this person might even try to direct you towards someone who would hurt you, right? I don't know who this person is to you. It could be a coworker, could be a friend, could be a family member. I hope it's not for you, but it could be. There's just a lot of jealousy here, a lot of want for competition. This could be someone that you don't even know, someone you don't even speak to, somebody that maybe, if you're up on a platform, it could be somebody that's watching you that you've never even met, you've never had words with, but they're jealous of who you are and what you're creating and what you're doing. It's like the lifestyle that they envision you to be leading is what they want, and so you become the target, right? And it truly has nothing actually to do with you. I do want to say that when people absolutely hate you, and I hate to use the word hate, but when people hate you, it truly has nothing to do with you. It really doesn't. It has everything to do with them and the way they feel about themselves. So I do want you to keep that in mind. And I do feel like just knowing that will help you move forward with a whole lot more ease, because these people aren't hating on you as a person. They see the potential in you. They see the gifts. They see the blessings. And that's why they hate, right? This is a key to knowledge, I want to say, and I feel like you've acquired a lot of it along your journey from doing the work, from going through the ups and downs, the in-betweens, right? And then we've got a key to luck. We've got, so I want to say a clover at the top. I want to say a 4-leaf clover. So I want to say luck and growth, because this could also be a flower. So luck and growth, the key to it, I feel like you do understand how that works. I feel like you might be one of those master manifestors as well. Actually, right now might be the best time if you're looking to manifest something new into your life, a new relationship, a new opportunity. I feel like Spirit is telling you you've got all the tools necessary to make it happen. You've got that magician energy, so you can manifest it and ground it down very quickly, you know, from the ethers into physicality very quickly. So now might be a good time if you're doing spell work, if you're saying your prayers. It's like to be heard and then to channel that energy into forward movement. Now could be a really, really auspicious time. So what else is there? Oh, song signs. For those of you who just get songs out of the blue and start singing them and you're like, wow, that's a song I haven't heard in a while, or wow, this song won't leave my mind, or you wake up from sleep and you're singing a song, take note of those songs, look into the lyrics of those songs. There is more than likely if you can't figure it out from the parts that you're singing, right? Look into it, because there's definitely a message in there, and I want to say it's from spirit, or this could be coming from a soulmate. I feel like this person could be thinking about you so much that their energy shows up through song in dream sleep or in waking hours. That's how powerfully this person is focused on you. So it could be for some. If that's uncomfortable and it seems like too much to you, cut your cords, clear your energy. I do want to say it feels like a safe thing. It doesn't feel like it's anything you have to be worried about. But I do feel like you are heavily being thought of. And yeah, there's some physical things that may be going on with this person, as far as sensual things that may be kind of tugging on your energy as well. They may think about you in a very physical way. So that's there as well. You may dream of this person as well. There's an emphasis on dreams and waking dreams as well. If you are staring out the window and you get this weird little like vision type daydream, and you think, oh, that was strange, or it was a certain person, I want to say don't discount that right away. I would say just file that away mentally for another time. It's like, especially if you have to get back to work, because I feel like it may kind of intrude upon your waking hours when you're supposed to be busy doing other things. I feel like that's how powerfully this person is thinking about you. I do feel like you could have somebody stepping towards you very soon as well in love, giving you that opportunity to maybe see if something could grow between the two of you. Someone may try to convince you that you going towards a certain person or saying yes to a certain person would be toxic because they are. They might say that you are, or they might say that this person is, only because I feel like this person, this third party, may want that opportunity for themselves, right? Or they just don't want you to have it. One or the other, right? I'm getting kind of both. All right, collective, I feel like that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of this Ophiuchus tribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.